Today, I just wanted to touch in with a short video about accessibility, or one aspect of accessibility, which is captions that help people who are hard of hearing, deaf, English as a second language learners, and plenty of other people. I personally love using captions when I watch videos. When we are doing some online teaching, some of our platforms don't offer live captioning. I know Google Meet does, I believe Zoom does, but for instance, my school is using WebEx, which doesn't necessarily have it. I believe it's a feature that's supposed to be on its way, but we don't have it yet. So these are two ways that you can add captions to your live sessions, but also how you could caption presentations that you give out in the real world back whenever we get to do that again. And when I've given presentations at conferences in the last couple of years and used these features, I've always had at least one person come up to me and thank me, saying that they're hard of hearing and that by using captions, they were able to get a lot more out of my session than they usually do. It's really easy, it's free, and it's just the right thing to do. Also, if you make YouTube videos, make sure you turn captions on, because we want everybody to be able to access our materials. So this will show you how to do it in Microsoft PowerPoint and how to do it in Google Slides. Enjoy.
Hi, today I wanted to show you how you can enable live captioning when using Google Slides. So you open up your Slides document, just like you normally would, go over to Present and click on it. And then once you're in presentation mode, you go down to the bottom and you have a lot of options down here actually, but if you click on Captions, it will change your screen just a little bit to give some space for the captions. It's going to ask if you can use your microphone. You want to say allow, and then now when you talk, your words are going to show up. So I have mine set to be somewhat large and at the top of my screen. I find that that is nice when I'm in a classroom because people in the back sometimes have a hard time seeing the bottom of the screen. But if you click this little down arrow down here, you can choose the text position as being the top or the bottom. So I'm going to switch it to the bottom. And you can choose the size of the text. So I have it as extra large, but I could go as small if I would like to as well. So depending on your situation, you might want to pick one or the other. But as you can see, the captioning is pretty accurate. It does not have any punctuation or anything, but that's fine for most purposes. It does not caption swear words. So just note that. But hopefully that's helpful for you. You should be able to use this when screen sharing on a WebEx call or a Zoom call, and it can be really helpful not only for students who are hard of hearing or deaf, but also for students who have computers where their speakers stopped working, are having a temporary loss of hearing due to illness, or who just prefer to be able to see the content spelled out for them. I've had students tell me that it helps them take notes because the words stay on the screen longer than they hang in the air from them hearing them, and it lets them kind of keep up with the note taking. Hope that helps. Today I'm going to show you how to use live captioning in PowerPoint. I started from my Outlook mailbox online, and then I clicked this little grid up here and chose PowerPoint, and then I picked my PowerPoint that I want to use. And it opens up here. The next thing that I'm going to do is get ready to put it into the slideshow. So I click on slideshow and I have it set to always use subtitles, but you might not have it there. So my spoken language is English in the US, so I'm going to put that there. If you had a different language, you could put it the subtitle language, and I'm still going to be in English. So this could be really helpful if you're in a foreign language and you could put down the language that you'll be speaking. I can decide whether I want it to be overlaid on top of my slides, either at the bottom of the top of the screen or below or above the slide. And so I have it set, always use subtitles, and I'm going to have it go from the beginning. Once I have those things set, you have to make sure you click the caption button at the bottom. The first time it'll give you this little window, and then it'll ask you for permission to use your microphone. It's going on top, and you can see that the captions are showing up pretty accurately. In PowerPoint, there is an attempt at punctuation to be appropriate. What you can do is, if you plan ahead, you can insert blank slides where you might want to show how to do something by drawing it out or writing it out. And by doing it this way, instead of using that native WebEx whiteboard, you will keep the captions at the top or bottom of your screen. My next slide is a white slide, and let's say I was teaching math and I wanted to write out a math problem and show how to do it. I'm going to click on the pen down here at the bottom. I have some options here. I can choose the color, and I can choose whether a pen or a highlighter. Remember, you can highlight and things on the slides that have material as well. But now I can write out a problem. I'm going to be really basic here and do 4 plus 4 equals, and so then I can talk through the problem, right, and the steps to the problem, and that's going to show up as captions. And then I can still mark it all down and show what people are doing. And I can stay on this slide for a while and show multiple examples because I can erase all the ink on the slide. This only works with the captions and with the annotating in PowerPoint Online 365. It does not work with your desktop version of PowerPoint, and it does not work, unfortunately, in Google Slides. That is one option for you when you're doing distance or remote learning and teaching via WebEx or Zoom to maintain the accessibility for your students.
I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully this is useful information to you and helps you make your class as accessible as possible. If you want more tips on accessibility and teaching online and blended or presenting, please like this video, subscribe, and let me know what other types of content you want to see or what questions you have in the comments. Have a good day.